here with Jamie, wait for this, from Hey You. Jamie, how are you? How was the flight over?
Yeah, good. Good. Slight delay, but we made it. We're excited. West Coast, first time here, so yeah, great.
Talking to Jamie, partner, and one of the things is like, how do you want me to approach this from a partner standpoint, end user standpoint? I think that's a great first question to just, what is the difference? How can Super kind of help both? Because traditionally we've been, the partner app within the HubSpot ecosystem.
Firstly, it helps our business tremendously, right? Like it removes a lot of ambiguity between what partners do in and out of portals. It allows us to keep everything in one place, translate that to a broader set of teams and users. But I think mainly for the end users, what Super can do is educate them considerably on what good looks like in terms of platform adoption. Like ultimately, it's brand new to a lot of companies, right?
Yeah. But how can a process board kind of solve for that as somebody that's pretty familiar with the product? Were you looking forward to this? And
you don't know until you see something like this live. You thought process rules were good before, and then you see process boards and you're like, wow, okay, I can't believe we didn't have this in the first place. It's like that next step on.
You can swear if you want to.
Yeah.
I feel like you almost said something, which is fine, we can leave it out.
But I think that it's one of those where process boards, for me, it's exactly that next step along to having everything in one place, one dashboard that tells you everything you need to know, what you've done right, what you've done wrong, what you should do next. Ultimately, like that's where I see reps falling in love with using the solution. Is it, how does it help me? They say, how does it help me make more money? How does it make me deliver a better customer experience? And when it's all in one place, inevitably there's very little pushback because it's a no-brainer. If you're an admin, again, having a dashboard that gives you all the unknowns in one place, great, box ticked. If you're a sales manager, you can very quickly jump in and understand the performance of your team members, who's got the most errors, who's actually performed the best in terms of numbers and process performance.
Right.
So there's so much that each stakeholder can gain from having that layer in their portal that, like I said before, we've come from that system of running training sessions remotely and then delivering documentation into G Drive or SharePoint, Notion that nobody looks at 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, and then they come back to you asking more questions. It's no good for the partner, it's no good for the end user, right, or the company. So having that adoption layer directly in the one system for us, we only work with it. We don't entertain any conversation without that now.
Yeah, and so a little backstory about me, right? Aside from the accent, my background's in behavioral psychology.
Yeah.
And so what it's called in B2B and sales and kind of the ops world is adoption or process adoption. But it's really about behavior. And so there's this very real-time feedback both to the rep and manager, just from my perspective. And you can definitely tell me if I'm wrong here and kind of audit this, but it's knowing immediately. Be like if you had food in your teeth, right? If you went the whole rest of inbound, it'd be weird. But somebody immediately saying, well, something here, right? That real-time feedback to the manager about, hey, ding, you have an error, send the meeting, send the recap, book next steps, whatever that looks like. The feedback loop being tighter, would you say that helps contribute to behavior change, rather like wording it like behavior change rather than adoption?
Yeah, well, I think about it like you've got behavior, but you've also got culture, right? There's a lot of before and after scenarios that we've walked into where inevitably, talking of the set of stakeholders we just spoke about, admins, sales managers, end users have all, got very different definitions of what success looks like, different definitions of what good behavior looks like or what they're willing to do. And then we come out of a scenario when we've implemented, Super, and all of a sudden that organization is aligned. It means that they're not only going to promote better behaviors now and create that better high performance culture now, but any new people that come and join the organization, they're set up, to be able to grow and scale in the right way, most importantly. And I think we are talking about predictability, scalability here, and how do you not just create better process and adoption for today, but what does it look like in a year, 2 years time when
Jamie Clifton, Hey You,
not
Hey Yo. Thank you, sir.
Over now.
Stay awesome.